Hey friends, welcome back. This is Ashley with Uncommon Roots Homestead. Today we are over on the land. We are potentially about to add a new member to the homestead family. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit, but we are going to check on the chickens and check on the garden, talk about some leveling issues that we might have, and then take a peek at the new chicken yard. So let's do it. All right, so it's been a while since I have been over here to see the chickens. Obviously, Kevin and Isla are over here all the time, but I have been busy with work and we were traveling a little bit a couple weeks ago. So it's just been a while since I've been over and I wanted to take a look at what we're working with. So Kevin has been moving the enclosure. So you can see it's actually moved like 4 times right now. And we're doing that because this area that we're standing in, it will eventually be the market garden going down that way. So what we wanted to do is figured it has grass right now. It seemed like a waste of resources to buy something to like till all the ground up. So we figured we would just start rotating our animals there. We're gonna get meat birds, so we'll have them kind of finish tilling up the ground and then fertilizing as well. So that is to come. But for now, we just keep moving them so they get fresh grass like once a week. And look at how big they're getting. I'll show you. Hi, girls. And George. How you doing, George? Let's go see him. All right. Excuse me. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Don't try to escape. Don't try. Oh goodness, they're getting so big. All right. Ah, man, they're getting so big. So we should be coming up on, any day now. These girls are going to be ready to start laying, which is actually not ideal because they're clearly, excuse me, those are my boots. Hey. They are clearly not in their forever home. So yeah, it's definitely not ideal if they start laying right now. Chickens can develop bad habits, so I don't really want to have a whole flock of birds that thinks like laying in hay in the corner is better than laying in a laying box. Gosh, they're like all over my boots. Stop it. I'm gonna actually peek down and make sure that none of them have laid already. This girl though, as soon as I pop down, she's gonna come at me. They also like my hair. I don't know. But yeah, they're getting so big. They should start laying in the next couple of weeks. We just went over to check on, we bought a shed. We actually had a shed custom made into a chicken coop. So we went and checked on it today. It was delivered to the company or provider that's going to deliver it to us because they had to have it custom ordered. I'm gonna get out of here because they're all over my boots. So we went and checked on that today. It looks awesome. They're gonna deliver it next week, which means that Kevin is going to finish up the actual chicken yard next week. And then we're gonna be ready to move these girls in, which I'm so excited about. And then we still have to integrate the 2 flocks. So we have the 2 original girls over here. Let's see if we have any eggs. Doesn't look like it. We're still only getting like 2 or 3 eggs a week right now from them. They're a couple years old and obviously it's still freezing, so that's why.
Can we see a chicken?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna go see a chicken.
Everybody wants to check on the chickens today. How do they look?
Good. But they're a little boxy.
They're a little balky.
Can we check in If they had bags.
Yeah, I already checked, but you can check. You got it?
Yes.
Did you see Chicken Little's tail?
No eggs.
No eggs.
That locked up good.
That's really good flavor.
What about her tail?
It looks small, like she's missing feathers. She's the one back there, right there, is here.
Oh, yeah.
Which
What's going on with her tail? If you guys know, drop us a comment below.
she may have gotten.
She is the smallest one. She's always kind of been at the bottom. Yeah.
She looks healthy otherwise.
Yeah, she does. We think that she's an Americana. It might just be her tail.
I don't know. It's just smaller than all the other ones.
Yeah. Okay, where to next? She's been so good. I think we're gonna go check out the trampoline.
Come on, Liam. Look a little bit closer.
I don't know about you guys, but 3 is quite the age. It's very fun. A little crazy. Careful by the pond. A little dangerous.
It's not around.
So what's happening here?
So this section in the back is going to be the back of the chicken yard. The coop that we have coming this week will be placed pretty much up against that.
I think it's gonna go like right there in the middle. And that's that compost section that we've talked about in the past.
I don't want to look at a fence.
And we have a 3-nager on our hands. Those are fun, aren't they?
I want to go home.
Hey, we have to tell our friends what we might get to add to the farm. Do you remember?
I'm gonna bring the lamp under my china.
Okay.
Anyway, the chicken coop will go up against the back of that portion of fence, or the privacy section, and then I'm going to be putting 3 sides of the rest of the fence after the coop is delivered. I'll build the other 3 sides just so they have room to actually deliver the coop, and those we'll be able to see through that section. That section will be chicken wire and
Look at us.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're gonna get in there too? Hey, take your boots off because I think they have mud on them. All right. Yeah, we'll come get you. So basically this week, Kevin's goal is... So basically this week, they want to be rescued. This week, Kevin's goal is to have the shed delivered, which is going to go there, and then fence in those other sections so that hopefully by next weekend-ish or early the week after, the chickens can move in, right?
they should be able to, yeah.
We're going to rescue them. We were just talking about how Isla has chicken poop on her boots, and I do too, actually. Want help? I'll help you at the same time. And we were saying in our new house, perfect. In our new house, we are putting in a boot wash in the mudroom, which is basically just like a super small shower with like a handheld, what would you call it? It's like the shower head. Yeah, it's a handheld. And then it has like hooks on the wall so that you can hang your boots up so that when you come in with a bunch of poop on your boots in the winter and it's too cold to completely disrobe outside, we'll rinse them off, hang them up, and...
Why do we need to completely disrobe if it's just our boots?
You never know. I really lucked out with such a great husband. He's so patient. All right, so the last thing that we wanted to do today was just take a look at my garden. And I know I showed you guys really quickly in a vlog earlier this week when it was freezing. I did like a quick walk around and told you a little bit about what we had. We don't have anything more done than we did then. But today what we wanted to talk to each other about, if our child would cooperate, which I don't think is going to happen. So this might be just a quick little chat at the garden, but we're trying to figure out the best way to level these beds. The top 2 rows, so that row is already leveled. We leveled those when we put them in, and we did that at the end of last summer because I knew that I wanted to. I guess it was more into fall because we finished those right before I planted my garlic and the onions that are there now. But I didn't know that this is the space that I would be using for like the whole potager garden at that point. At that point, I thought I was actually going to be using the space we have for the market garden as our like family garden, which now we know that's not the case. So now that we've expanded this growing space, we added all the beds. I really want to level them out. And we have these 3 big beds here too. And then we're still missing, car sick, right? We're still missing 1 or 2 15-foot beds here, and then 1 15-foot bed on the other side, and then a 24-foot bed here in the front. And then in front of that 24-foot bed, we're gonna do some poles and actually like trellis up some raspberry vines. And then in front of that, we'll do the potatoes. So the potatoes are actually gonna be like, so we'll have the 24-foot bed right there, the raspberry vines in front of them, and then the potatoes like right here-ish, like, yeah. I get like the depth perception thing every time I try to do that. And then the potatoes will kind of end up lining up with these beds that go that way. And then the squash and melons will be in this spot right there. Yeah?
Are these the houses?
You can pretend. You can pretend they're your houses. Careful, don't jump. Oh my goodness.
Your house.
Which house is mine? Am I your next door neighbor?
Yes.
This house?
Yes.
Perfect.
Daddy, get in your house. Daddy, get in your house. Right there. It's right there.
Oh, Daddy's house is the other one.
Yeah.
Isla, do you know what we're gonna grow in these beds?
Garden.
Yeah, you're standing in the asparagus bed, number 1.
And which one are you sitting?
This is asparagus bed number 2. And Dad is in the artichoke bed. All 3 of these beds will be perennial beds.
Guys, you need to push. Maybe we can get in here.
We were just talking about where we want to put our greenhouse. And we're thinking we're taking that tree down. I talked to you guys about that earlier, that last week or this week, and then we're taking the holly tree down. But I think where this tree is, that's a good spot for the greenhouse. It gets a ton of sun. And there's actually like the house that used to be on this property is right there. You can see all the gravel. Obviously that's the hibiscus tree. He is staying. I need to Google how we need to prune him this year. But anyways, yeah, we were talking about maybe putting the greenhouse there. Let's see what else we're doing. So we're trying to figure out how this part of the new garden space that's closest to the garage, we're putting the metal planters. We've got 4 total of those. But really starting at this last row of 6-foot beds, they're really uneven, unlevel. So we're trying to figure out what the best course of action is. I think Kevin was saying potentially like building a retaining wall and filling it in and then kind of leveling it out. Is that what you were saying?
What?
Is that what you were saying?
Build a wall at the back end at the lowest point, and then potentially fill it with gravel or something, whatever we're filling the rest of the garden with.
Yeah, the walkways.
We would just have to get a lot more in the low areas,
Right.
but that should level it out.
Yeah, that's one option. So we're gonna try to figure out what that looks like. Well, like all good things, our children have both lost their minds. We should know better.
It's par for the course,
It
really.
is. And it is cold, but we didn't even make it 30 minutes. But it is what it is. Well, I'm gonna just keep you hanging on the family member that might be coming to the homestead soon.
Maybe coming to the homestead.
Leave your guesses below. Thanks for joining us today. And if you're not already, check us out on Instagram over at Uncommon Roots Homestead. Have a great day.